Hello, thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos, and today we're looking at vertical/adjacent/complementary angles, and we're going to take a look at some of those today. First, we're going to do level 2, where basically you find the angle measurement alone. Level 1 is on like just basic vertical adjacent complementary angles. If you could do level 2, you definitely could do level 1. Okay. Then we'll go into algebraic, where we're working with vertical angles and complementary angles and linear pairs, and trying to find just that variable value. Like in number 3 here, it says just find the value of s. Okay, don't have to plug it back in, just need to find the value of s. So let's take a look at some of those. We'll zoom in and do number 1 here. Alright, here it says find the degree measure D, E, and F of the missing angles in the diagram. Okay, so we've got 3 letters here, and you need a number for each one, and you're going to use everything that you know about angles to find them. That how linear pairs add up to equal 180, complementary pairs add up to equal complementary angles, I should say, add up to equal 90, and vertical angles are equal to each other. Okay, so the first one is to look for it vertical, because you can see the answer right away. So here I've got vertical angles E and 151. So I know right away that E is equal to 151. Done. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to find F. So F is equal to what? Well, should say F is equal. Let's scratch that and start over there. But here I've got a linear pair, and a linear pair is equal to 180 degrees. So that's going to be equal to F plus 151. And we're going to subtract 151 to solve for F. And when you do that, you get 29. Okay. So yeah, I wrote it out algebraically here with the equation and solve. But if you happen to do 180 minus 151 and get 29, that's good too. You know, whatever it takes to get the answer. The only difference is this says 29 and this says F is equal to 29. The more letters and stuff you have involved, it gets confusing about what's the what answer. When you look back, that just says 29. This says F is equal to 29. Alright, let's look at the rest of this, which is D here. And D has a linear pair too. Okay, you have D over here and this right angle. That right angle means D plus 90 is equal to 180 because it's a linear pair. So now just subtract 90 on both sides, and D is equal to 90. Alright, let's take a look at another example. There's tons of different diagrams and shapes, but again, you just got to remember vertical angles are equal, linear pairs add up to equal 180, and complementary adds up to equal 90. So I'm going to zoom in here, do this top part. Again, we can see that G is equal to 112. They both are vertical, or they are a pair of vertical angles here. Alright, I know the H all the way around to here, that is going to be equal to 180. So H plus 112 is equal to 180. And then I'm going to subtract 112 on both sides. And H is equal to 68. So I got G, I got H. Last one I need to do, I got 2 more letters here. I got M and K. So let's find both of those. So I know K, right away is equal to 92 because they're vertical angles. And then M and 92 is a linear pair. So M plus 92 is equal to 180. And now all I gotta do is subtract 92 on both sides. And M is equal to 88. So I found M, K, H, and G. And that's level 2 of vertical, adjacent, and complementary angles. All right, now let's take a look at algebraic. Okay, so here it wants us to find the value of S. Well, I can tell that this is a vertical angle. They're across from each other. So that means they're going to be equal to each other. So to solve it, we're going to set them equal to each other. We'll say 6S minus 7 is equal to 5S plus 5. So I'm going to move the numbers to the right and letters to the left. I'm going to start with the number here. I'm going to add 7 on both sides. You get 6S is equal to, and this cancels out, 5S plus 12. And now I'm going to subtract 5S on both sides. Five S's cancel out. 6 minus 5 is 1. So I get 1S is equal to 12. So just remember, if you have a coefficient here, your next step is to divide. But S is equal to 12 here. And since we're not trying to find the angle measurement, this is our final answer. All right, let's take a look at this one. All right. So this one's kind of a weird shape, but I do know from here all the way to here on this straight line, each one of these angles add up to equal 180. So if I call this angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, I know all 3 of them add up to equal 180. Now angle 2 I know is 90 degrees. So there's actually a couple ways to do this. You could just say 8S and plus 6S minus 8 equals 90 degrees because you got 90 left over. But just to keep it simple, we know this is a linear pair. We want to add them all up and set them equal to 180. So we got 6S minus 8 plus 90 n plus 90 plus 8S. All of this will equal 180. Okay. We're going to finalize terms, everything with a variable here, 6S, 8S, and our constants, negative 8, positive 90. So 8 and 6 is 14, S, and 90 and negative 8 is positive 82. Now we're going to isolate the variable, which is S, and subtract 82 on both sides. The 82's cancel out. That's going to leave me with 14S is equal to 180 minus 82, which is 98. Now we're going to divide. That's what I was telling you earlier. Divide that coefficient and you have S is equal to 7. And again, we don't have to plug this one back in. We can stop right there. Okay, so that's vertical, adjacent, and complementary angles. We've done algebraic, and we've done level 2 here. And again, level 1, if you could do level 2, you definitely could do level 1. And that's pretty much it. I just want to thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. Have a nice day.